Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Snick500 and apparently Indy. Hi, buddy. How are you? Yes. I wasn't expecting him to come over as I started recording. Welcome back to the channel. I would love to tell you I have a throttle that we can discuss. I do not. So, story time with Snick. I hope you guys enjoy this because really it's a story as old as time. It's how I became Snick500 and all of the variations that I have used over the last entirely too long to mention here time frame. It starts back, let's go all the way back to when I first started using a computer. And yes, this Apple IIe, not this specific one, obviously, but this is what we had growing up. I had one of these in the house with the green monitor and the dot matrix keyboard, a dot matrix printer, and you name it, we did it on that thing, man. That was my computer experience up until, and I do mean up until I went to college. Now, there were better computers out by then, and I'd used mouse and keyboard before I went to college and everything else. But when I got to college and got my first computer, we started, as one does in college, you find a group of friends, you start playing games with them, and one of the games that we were playing was Diablo. And have I got a love-hate relationship with this game, man. So, I think I've had 3 level 47 plus mages in Diablo that worked all the way up with gear and everything else. Clearly, I'd done hell many times. Had the 3 dots on Battle.net. I mean, you name it, I was there. It was just the amount of time sink that it was to get to level 50. It was not fun. So anyhow, let's get back to the story. When I was when you log into Diablo for the first time, it asks what your name is. And I was like, okay, well, cool. As I started to type my real name for a multiplayer server, this is how naive I was, guys. All of my friends just immediately dogpile on me. And they're like, what are you doing? You can't do that. I was like, oh, okay. So what should I use? And they're like, I don't know. They were like, just pick something. All right, cool. So I'm looking around going, what the hell am I going to pick? And I was eating a Snickers bar. So I wrote down Snickers. And it took it. I mean, this is back in the early days of the internet, and you could still have multiple people with the same name, kind of thing. That since has obviously slowed down a little bit. So it was Snickers, and that was the mage. And when I had a rogue, it was Kit Kat, and the warrior was the 3 Musketeers. Like that was just the running gag for my 3 characters. And I as I talked about, played the heck out of Diablo. There's no cat level. I seek a soul in search of answers. I mean, you name it, I was there, man. So started playing other games, obviously. You got into Warcraft 2. Warcraft 2 was a little before then. You got into StarCraft, and, it became just Snick 5 is how it kind of ended up that way. And the 5 came from, it was really my lucky number in high school. Like, I always picked a 5 in the jersey for all the stuff I was doing. It just kind of followed me around. So Snick 5, because, at that point, Snickers was covered in Battle.net with StarCraft and Warcraft and anything else. No, Warcraft 2, I should say. So then we started playing this game. You probably don't recognize it, because it has done a massive visual upgrade since then. But this is RuneScape. Yeah, played a lot of RuneScape. We're going to talk about how old the account is. That's only a 20-year cape you're looking at. So, again, Snick 5 was where I was at there, and rolled with that. And just kept rolling through. And every now and then I'd run across a game we would start to play, and I couldn't use Snick 5. I had to come up with a different number. Well, they do Snick 247 or whatever it is. It's not me. Well, in high school, I was a swimmer. And one of my best event was the 500 freestyle. And while I never broke 5 minutes in it, which is, a pretty good time in high school, it was my best event by far. So I tried Snick 500 and it stuck. So in the order of operations, when I'm picking a username now, it's Snick, Snick5, Snick500. And we attack it from there. Twitch, I believe, still has me as Snick500 Radio. And that's because Snick500 was taken. Might be Snick500 Texas Radio. Maybe it's just... I'd have to look. Anyhow, so... all those were taken, and I just needed a word, and I work in radio. So that kind of gives you the degrees, really, of how I got my call sign. Or, my not call sign. I guess it's more of a DCS thing. It's my call sign. My username. And so if you see a Snick5 or a Snick500 running around somewhere, it's probably me. I don't know many other people that are using it. And clearly there are some that use Snick. They're probably using it, laughing at people, but I was flat out named after a candy bar. So if you've got a fun story for how you chose your now and forever screen name, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And who knows, maybe that's what next week's video is. Because as of right now, as of recording this, I do not have my throttle yet. And I'm really tired of being grounded, guys. I really, really want to fly. I really want to start working on the Corsair. I really want to start using some of the Hornet stuff. I want to get back on my Tomcat. I mean, all of the things that I want to start doing again. I'm just doing nothing, and it's starting to get tiresome. I will say that it could happen this week. Like, it could be sent to me this week, and if that's the case, I will tag on to the end of this video the update, and I'll do the whole, what was it? It was, what was that show? Unsolved Mysteries, an update. And I'll put that here, and you'll see it, and I'll put the music intro and everything else on it to add to the end of this video. But as of right now, no throttle, and I'm just so tired of being grounded. But I figured I'd give you some story time, and hope you enjoyed it. Indy was a good boy. Sitting here giving him, scratches on the head and everything else in ears. And Snick500. I'll see you in the next one.